Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. The give on the inside. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Gets open down the middle. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it often in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Pitt Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Pitt right back to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Feeling some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Goff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He leaves it with his back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pitt.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for a crease. It's Lloyd. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Bounced off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it, and he could not get loose on the run.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Green 25, and go!
The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 2nd down coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got a man. It's Willis.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. Hubs it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Buck. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
Cricket.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Running with power. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Panthers are rolling down the field.
42, Spider.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Pitt! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it, getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, big shoot to get past. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it inside the 10. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They want to run it left here. Made a defender miss. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. Afterburners coming. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers! Takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 35 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Going up top. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Orange. And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice. It didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Roll it, and go.
He's looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Lasso.
Looking to move it through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He makes the connection. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Can't get him to the ground. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
325.
They'll throw it on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Panthers. Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A 1st down for the offense. They want that clock to run. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Cuse. And the pummeling has started. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Rich. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real...
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He makes a catch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out.
And they got him for the sack. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players.